Now this is setting up to some big events in Flash right now. One thing to say about this episode and all that, it's like, this episode did not have a villain as per se and all that we've been having like throughout the entire episode. Well, we did have a threat in this episode, but it was like very like just like quickly done with. It was like, oh, there you go, here you go, like there's Firestorm, boom, done like that. But nah. Everything else, like, it's like the same as like last week's episode. Like, it was just awesome just as its just own thing and all that. One thing to say is all that, it's like Barry's relationship, but like with the funny date with Linda and all that. I was laughing my ass off when it was just like, he's there trying to have a good time with freaking Linda, and every time there's like another case or something going on saying, hey, we kind of need to go like about like that, we need to like do this, and it's like Cisco keeps calling him up the case and all that. There's a little old lady in trouble, and like Barry's like, oh fuck's sake, like he just runs off straight away. He's like, I need to fucking do this, but I'm trying to have a relationship at the same time. It's like he's trying to like balance between having a love life and having a superhero crime fighting, and also as well the CSI work at the same time. Like he's juggling 3 jobs at once. Like it's fucking like near like impossible. And it's like, the two seem to be like moving fast with their relationship. I mean, like fucking Barry got down at it like immediately, and this is the one thing I know with me that episode. Iris is super butthurt about this, and it's like, why are you upset? Like, you might have lingering things, like you've got your own like boyfriend right now and all that. And I'm like, come on and all that. It's like, really? And that she even tries to like kind of like ruin like the relationship and all that, and Barry, like the fucking man that he was and all that, he's like, okay, go on another date with me. I've got like the ghost chili pepper here and I'm gonna eat it right in front of you if you don't love it. And it's like, he just takes a bite and he's like, yeah. He's just like that, and he's like now about to cry, and he's like, oh god, give me something now, like that. And she's like, okay, I'll go on a date with you. And it was mainly because Iris was saying like, oh, like he's still lingering over someone else. And fuck that shit, Barry. Like, don't get in front of Barry's relationship. I liked it that he manned up and all that and said, I'm not in love with you anymore. Like, I'm trying to live my own life. Get the fuck off my back. And the kind of whole part of the Flash part of this episode and all that was mainly investigating the whole Firestorm case with Caitlin, finding out that pretty much like both her and like Harrison kind of like staked out the house and all that, and seeing like since he's like fused with like this professor and also as well with Caitlin's boyfriend as well, and they're both like intertwining, like they got the body of like Caitlin's boyfriend but the mind of it, so it's like it got basically 2 of the strongest parts of like the individuals and made it into like one kind of entity. So like the body itself would be like Caitlin's boyfriend while the mind would be the professor. And it's kind of cool that Barry actually knew this guy and all that. Like it was like before like the whole particle like accelerator just went off and all that, and the 2 like sheds and stuff. It was kind of nice to see that. And it was like not really a fight in this episode. It was just like more like he just dragged him up in the air. He doesn't want to hurt anyone. And I honestly thought I was expecting to see like a fire like freaking match and all that. Like I thought that would be cool and all that. But it's like it was really balanced out well by the whole like Cisco little subplot they had with the detectives and stuff like that. Him investigating Barry's old house, like them going in there and actually finding like this weird like some weird stuff on like the mirror to find out that they could actually have photographs still on there, and they had like a little 3D projection on, and that was really fucking cool because we saw right there like we saw the speedster and there was like some blood there, and they're like, oh shit, we take it. And like the detective was like, no, we need to run this on Harrison as well, we think he's a dick. And Cisco just didn't think that. It's like, no, this guy's a good man, like as much as you fucking think so. And actually running that back right about the end of the episode, it was like, turns out that that's actually Barry's blood on there, like on the actual wall and all that. And he's like, no, that's an adult Barry blood on there. It's like he has like way too much protein in his body or something like that, and that has to be him, that has to be speed. And it's like really begs the question now, why would he kill his own mother? Like, what's going on with that? Like, I'm guessing maybe this is my own theory, since I know Flash can like travel through time and stuff like that if he reaches so fast and all that. My guess is that something must have happened in the timeline or something like that, and he had to actually do that to make sure everything happened and all that, which would probably explain the 2 swipes and all that. That's my own theory on the matter and all that. I don't know what exactly was going on there, if he was possessed or something like that, but yeah, that was some really fucking cool shit and all that, just so you can see that. I mean, it's like, And overall, the whole little Firestorm thing, like him now about to blow up, and he's like saying goodbye to Caitlyn and stuff like that. It was cool and all that. It was so, like some tragedy of like being Firestorm and all that. Like he's trying to get back to like his wife and all that he loves, and also trying to get back to Caitlyn. But it's like the two bodies are pretty much fighting each other. And it was just pretty awesome and all that. And seeing at the end of the episode, like, seeing that he's still alive and all that. And it was a pretty abrupt ending, I will say that much. It was like, oh, let's go and retrieve Firestorm. That's just it. Like, it just ended like that. So a little bit abrupt like that. But it was kind of like last week's episode. It didn't need the villain and all that. Like, really didn't need it to make it work on it, which I'm liking that. Like Flash and like Arrow doing this sort of stuff like that. It's like not every week has to have a villain in it. Like I really do like that, so I think that's awesome. Yeah, but it was a little bit of an abrupt ending, and it was like not too much with Firestorm and all that. Like, and if I made it get a little backstory and feeling like really super bad for him when I did, and the whole nuclear explosion, I felt really bad about that shit. But other than that, I thought this was an 8 out of 10. Really good episode. Really enjoyed it. I will say the only thing that I did have an issue with was probably maybe the fight was like a little bit, could have been extended a little bit more, and the whole Iris stuff pissed me off a bit, and just the abrupt ending, but honestly, that was just like a small nitpick and all that, because I know we're getting more Flash, so yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this episode of The Flash. Do you think it was awesome and all that? What do you think of the little reference as well with like Flame On and all that? But it's like, let me know in the comment section down below, but I'll see you guys next time.